The full review of the Pulsar Helion XQ28. Here we go.
Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Get some bacon then put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes.
Hey y'all, welcome back. This is HansETX. I got a full review for another thermal product. This is, like I said, the Pulsar Helion XQ28. It's a handheld thermal monocular, and I've been running with this for like the last 2 months now, and I'm going to tell you, man, this thing has turned into a crutch for me because I rely on this thing so much, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that towards the end. But first thing we're going to do is walk around it, give you a chance to look at the layout of the buttons, and then I'll run through the specs and the features real quick. Um, Similar to the Pulsar Trail rifle scopes, this runs off of it has a rechargeable battery pack, and what's nice about it, on my main scope, my Pulsar Trail XP50, the batteries are interchangeable, so I can switch and swap and charge up, and it runs off the same battery. It fits in there perfectly and works really well. I leave this thing on all night almost, and I can get about 8 hours of runtime with this one battery fully charged. The layout of the buttons are very similar as well. The only difference is the power button is up here on the top. This very first button up here. On the rifle scopes, it's on the side. On the side here is where your mini USB plugs in to attach your scope or your handheld binocular to your computer to download the videos off there. But you have your power buttons. You have your menu button is the same. It's a square raised button. You have your button to change it from white hot to black hot. As you know, you have your record. So this does record video internally. So your record button and also your zoom in and out button is right there. So the layout of the buttons are very similar. It's got this nice this little hand holder here, so it fits in your hand perfect. It holds it, from falling and slipping out, because I'm always carrying this either in the truck riding down the county road looking for hogs, or out in the field, and I'm clumsy, so I'm tripping over stuff. So it's nice that this is it's locked to my hand. It does have the flip open cap, which you're familiar with all the Pulsars. And really, other than that, on the bottom it has a place for you to attach it to a tripod. So if you want to set this up to film behind you, third person, like a third person shoot, it does so with that little screw right there, where it will screw right into the tripod. That's pretty much the walk around of the scope and the layout. We're going to get into the features and specs, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it and why I feel like I couldn't go anywhere without it anymore. So take a look at the features and specs.
All right, so we're going to do a brief rundown of the specs, and this is on the Outdoor Legacy Gear website. We've got the Pulsar Helion XQ28. Price is $21.99. It is in stock. And here's the rundown of the specs. Now it's a 384 by 288 thermal core resolution. It's a 17 micron. It starts out on a 2.3 base magnification and goes up to 9.2, and it's a digital zoom. It says the detection range is 875 yards. Haven't tested it that far, but I know we're going to be talking about the ID range and all of that. There's 8 different color palettes if you like to see different colors when you're out there scanning and looking for hogs or coyotes or whatever you're looking for. I mainly just keep it in white hot and black hot, but there are several choices. It does have a Wi-Fi option where you can download the String Vision app, and you can get videos and you can link up directly to your cell phone to view those videos, or have somebody view your screen on your phone while you're looking through the binoculars. So I do have buddies that use that, and it's a great thing for people that are out there hunting with you to be able to see and not kind of feel left out. So it's got the internal video recorder, and it does record video and sound, and very easy to use. It's similar to the Pulsar Trail rifle mounted scopes. So that is a rundown of the specs and features. We're going to look at some videos and give you my opinion on it.
All right, so you've seen around the scope. You've seen the features and specifications from the Outdoor Legacy Gear website. Like I said, always when I do full reviews, if you have a question, you can comment to the video. You can contact or email me, or the best thing to do is call Jason over to Outdoor Legacy Gear. His number is 877-350-1818. These are the brand new. These are new to the market, the Helion XQ28, and these are also the least expensive of the Helion series. Now, there's several of them out there, and sometimes it's confusing to know which is which. But this is the XQ28, least expensive on the market. It's right now running for, I think it's $21.99 is what it's running for. So $21.99 is the price, and you know, really, what you're getting for that $21.99. Now I know that's not pennies, but if you're in a position where you're looking for a handheld thermal to help you spot and scan out in the field, this is something you definitely need to look at. Now, we're going to take a look at videos right now. You can see through the scope. What I really like using this handheld thermal for really is this driving down county roads, spotting and looking for hogs. You know, if I got a large distance to cover, I can really just drive down roads and look through different fields that I'm hunting or have access to, and tell real quick if there's a hog or something out there. I would say the ID range on one of these to ID. Now, the ID range, as you all know, is different than the detection range. So the detection range, that being it produces a thermal image in there, is going to be a lot farther than your ID range. Your ID range is where you can tell without a shadow of a doubt what type of animal it is. I'd say this is about 200 yard ID range on this thing, and it really I've been hunting hogs so long, and I've been doing this for so long that I can tell when I see something out there, if I think it's a hog, the way it moves, its mannerisms, or a coyote. You know, you just, you know the difference. If it's a deer or a hog, you know, 250 yards away, you can really just tell. But the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. But the picture on this is very good, and the ID range I'm very happy with. I rely on this thing so much for stalking up on hogs, where I'll be planning out my shot. I'll be looking through the monocular while I'm setting up for the shot to kind of see if he's looking in my direction. And that way, when he turns his back or if he turns another direction, I can hurry up and set up my tripod and my rifle, and I just slip this into my pocket. But that's really this is a tool that helps me kill more hogs and coyotes. And you know, some of you may ask, well, how does this help you kill more hogs? Well, I'm going to tell you, when I'm walking down a trail and I only have a rifle scope, my thermal rifle scope, I don't have it on that often, all the time, and I can't hold up my rifle the whole time that I'm out looking for hogs. It's just, I'd wear my arms out. I'd have one arm that looks like pie and the other one looks like olive oil. But you know, just wear yourself out trying to keep the rifles up the whole time. I have this monocular on all the time, and when I'm walking down trails, if I'm riding around the land, if I'm going down county roads, I've always got it on. So I'm seeing more hogs on off of these trails or in places that I never looked before because I don't have my rifle scope on. And it has definitely helped me kill more hogs in the last 2 months that I've had it. I really like this, the new Helion. Again, it's the least expensive of the Helion thermal handheld binoculars that you can get. And it is turned into my crutch. And I dare somebody to come take it away from me, because I feel like now if I didn't have this, I wouldn't want to go out and hunt, which I know that's not true. But I would, if I left this at home, I would turn around and come back and get it, because I feel like I'm lost without it. If you have any questions about it, please comment to the video. Please reach out to Jason at Outdoor Legacy Gear. Hope you enjoyed looking at around the scope, the button layout, also looking at the specs and features and seeing the video through the unit itself. This is a great thermal handheld monocular. I think if you're interested in something, if you're in the market for something like this, it's really something you need to take a look at. We've talked about it, and we did a full review on this on the Late Night Vision Show podcast. So if you haven't listened to it, we do have a YouTube page for that podcast. It's the Late Night Vision Show. You can search for it. You can see all the podcasts right there on video and in person. As always, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for subscribing. This channel has really grown really over the last year that I've started it, and I thank all of you for coming on board and joining me for the hunts, testing out all the new thermals around here. Like the page says, we are night vision talking and wild hog stalking, and that's what we're doing every day of the week. I'm out hunting. I'm out using these thermals that I'm reviewing and out trying to drop hogs, make bacon pancakes. So thanks for joining me. We'll see y'all again next week. Next week, in the coming weeks, I'm going to be doing I've got a brand new rifle. I've got a Diamondback 6.5 Creedmoor that I've been out shooting hogs and coyotes with. So I have some videos with that, and I'll share that new rifle with you. And also, I'm going to be doing a video with the Pulsar Trail XP50 where I shoot a hog with each one of the reticles that the Pulsar offers. There's a bunch of them, and I shoot a hog with every single one of them. And that, let me tell you, some of them are great, and some of them I don't really care for. But I tell you what, they'll all kill hogs. So thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week, and thank you for subscribing. Keep making those baking pancakes. We'll see y'all.